This is Becky. Becky teaches Year 1 in a small primary school, having qualified only 2 years ago. It's the last week of the summer holidays, and she's spending her Friday night preparing to welcome 30 new kids into her classroom on Monday morning. She's feeling nervous. The last 2 years were harder than she expected, and the diverse needs of her class have been difficult to cater for. She struggles to create lesson plans that work for the whole class, and there's always kids who need extra help keeping up with the curriculum. She's tried asking the school for formal assessments, but budgets are tight, and she's been meaning to read up, but there never seems to be enough time. She hopes this year will be different though. Her school have invested in new internal software which promises to help her understand the needs of the neurodiverse kids in her class, a weekly tool to support her lesson planning. Keen to start the year well, she logs into Lara using her school details and arrives at the 3-step process for week 1. She opens up the first step, read, and learns that every neurodiverse child has their own unique processing strength. This week, the focus is on children who think in 3D spatial perspectives, and Becky is fascinated. Step 2 is a teaching principle which will help her apply her new knowledge to her existing lesson plan and examples of how other teachers have done so in their classrooms. Arriving at the last step, reflect, she's encouraged to look out for thrivers, children who come alive when using the resource. Then, return at the end of the week to log her observations. Come the following Friday, Becky is delighted. The resource worked wonders, especially for a little boy called Ben who seemed to struggle elsewhere. She signs back into Lara and logs her success, making brief notes on her experiences and, adding Ben to her reflecting tool, logs his success too. As the weeks go by, Becky becomes an avid user of Lara. She enjoys learning about neurodiversity and loves being able to bring her new understanding into the classroom. She continues to see Ben thriving on Lara methods and tracks him and 3 other children using her Reflect tool. At the end of Term 1, Becky has a meeting with the school Senko to discuss her new class. She brings along Ben's profile, which Lara has created using data from her weekly reflections. The profile shows that Ben favours big picture thinking, and this reasoning style is common in dyslexic children. Becky suggests they invite Ben's mum in for a chat, and the Senko agrees. Becky meets with Ben's mum after school, confident in her new understanding of neurodiversity. She finds the difficult conversation is made easier by a focus on strengths instead of struggles. At the end of the year, Becky sits down with her class's next teacher and introduces her to the Lara profiles of each of her neurodiverse pupils. This year, she feels confident that she understands the children in her class. Lara has made it possible for her to create a truly inclusive classroom and see every child thrive.